The skies over Europe are clear, but storm clouds are gathering over the F-35 deal. Spain, which was set to flex in the air with some shiny American jets, just pulled the handbrake at the last minute. That Lockheed Martin F-35. It's now a ghosted date left waiting at the hangar. They were ready to go supersonic, but then remembered the wallet only had some old receipts and a dusty euro coin. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez wanted to bring thunder to the skies, but now he's dodging lightning from Donald Trump. Spain had bold plans. Scoop up some F-35 Lightning IIs from Uncle Sam. These bad boys, crafted by the aerospace giant Lockheed Martin, are like fighter jets on steroids. But that plan, it just got folded like a cheap lawn chair at a backyard barbecue. The budget was set, 6.25 billion euros ready to be unleashed. That's enough to buy snacks for Earth, Mars, and Pluto. But plot twist, NATO came knocking, and suddenly the vibes shifted. See, it's not that Spain didn't want the F-35. It's like admiring a Lamborghini but realizing you've still got 10 years on your scooter loan. The heart says yes, the bank account screams, try again next year. NATO, playing its role as neighborhood security chief, reminded members to chip in 2% of their GDP for defense spending. It's basically WAFs, but with tanks and jets. Pedro Sanchez stepped up and said, all right, we'll do our part this year. But apparently, doing our part didn't include buying some American fighter jets. And let's not forget, Spain already rejected NATO's proposal in June to raise the 2% target to 5%. I mean, even Netflix subscriptions don't jump that high overnight. Crunch the numbers, and Spain would have to fork out around 10.5 billion euros just to hit the NATO target. That's enough to build 3 new stadiums, a fleet of warships, and maybe throw in a floating tapas bar for good measure. So yeah, that F-35 deal. It just got booted off the runway. Sorry, Jet, you're cool and all, but we've got other bills to pay, said Spain, probably while avoiding eye contact. El País, the Spanish newspaper that spilled the tea first, said it loud and clear, Spain's prioritizing European defense cooperation over splurging on American fighter tech. And how did Lockheed Martin respond? Oh, they didn't, probably too busy giving the F-35 a comforting oil change and whispering, you're still special. But then came the screech. Donald Trump, forever the dramatic uncle at the global dinner table, didn't hold back. Spain's out, fine, let's slap some tariffs on their exports. He growled, probably while adjusting his red tie. Trump has never been a fan of being ghosted, especially when it comes to weapons deals. If he had a catchphrase, it'd probably be, buy American, or else. The threat of tariffs from Trump is no joke. Other countries have already tasted the spicy consequences of dodging US defense deals. One moment you're selling wine, the next it costs more than caviar. Spain, however, shrugged it off. Their love for NATO's European plans was apparently stronger than the temptation of stealth jets and afterburners. To be fair, Spain does need a hardware upgrade. Their air fleet's starting to look like it's running on dial-up. But reality bites, and you can't fly dreams without a healthy budget. The Spanish public, torn. Some say it's a smart move, others say, we're really getting left behind by Belgium. Other NATO countries have already stocked up on F-35s like it's Black Friday. The UK, Italy, Germany, they're all geared up while Spain is still window shopping. Critics say NATO's pushing hard for modernization but not throwing in enough financial support. Kinda like your boss demanding overtime but forgetting your paycheck. Back home, Spain's parliament lit up like a Christmas tree. Opposition parties wasted no time throwing shade, thought we were modernizing the military. What is this, a budget cut cosplay? As of now, Spain's defense ministry hasn't said a word. Maybe they're on a group call with their bank, or searching, second-hand jets near me, on Google. Lockheed Martin, radio silent, probably sitting in a dark room with a model F-35 whispering, why does this always happen to me? And Trump, he's likely drafting a Truth Social post titled, Spain is weak. Or, Lockheed deserved better. Followed by a string of exclamation points. This isn't just a cancelled order, it's a potential tension point in US-Spain relations. One less jet could mean one more awkward NATO meeting. Internet memers went wild, Spain just left the F-35 on read. Others joked, this is like flirting with a Ferrari but marrying your old Honda instead. NATO officials might be sweating. If Spain's ditching big-ticket items, other countries might follow. The domino effect could go full boom. So why the F-35 obsession? Are there no alternatives? Well, Spain has looked into the Eurofighter Typhoon, a sleek, European-made beast. But again, these toys don't come cheap. Right now, Spain's defense procurement looks like a guy in a food court craving steak but only having enough for fries. We've all been there, and this whole debacle isn't just financial. It's about Spain choosing where its defense loyalties lie, closer to Brussels or Washington. Make the wrong call, and Spain could find itself stuck in a diplomatic love triangle with NATO and the US. Cue the reality show theme music. Still, let's be clear, the Spanish skies are safe, even without the F-35. Because true defense isn't just about gadgets, it's about unity, strategy, and political will. Maybe Spain will buy the F-35 someday. Maybe there'll be a summer sale. Or NATO throws in a BOGO deal. Anything's possible. Until then, Spain's holding firm. And the F-35? Still looking for love, one cancelled deal at a time.